some warm-ups, and everybody join in as best as they can. So first, I'm going to have us just start on the 5 vowels. We're just going to say A-I-O-U, 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 One more. Very nice. All right, this next one, we're going to do a little bit of a jaw stretch exercise. I believe I've done this one before with you all, but I'm going to have us say me, ya. So we're going to start on a very small sound and open up to a large one. So it's going to sound like me, ya. Ready? Me, ya.
You can sit there.
Mia,
Mia,
Mia, Mia, Mia, Mia, Mia. Mia, Mia, a few more. Mia, 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 one more. Mia. Very nice. All right, we're going to breathe in for 4 counts. In for 4, and then out for a long amount of time. We're going to just take a nice deep breath. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. Now let's do that same thing, but this time we're going to breathe out on an S. Sounds like a hiss. We're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4. You can feel that diaphragm working by the end. Now let's do, let's go down here and do ha, 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 ha. Ready? Ha, 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 ha. 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 One more. Very good. Okay, let's do a couple of shoulder rolls. Get those muscles loosened. You can tilt your head. All right, I'm feeling more warmed up already. And I think I want to do one more with us. But before I do, I just want to check in. Can everyone still hear my piano and hear my voice well enough to work with? Normally, you know, we do a sing-along and we do a couple of songs for fun. And I'm going to put those in our On Your Own rehearsal, the recorded one, so that we can have a little bit better sound quality for that. So we'll do some fun songs. You'll get that video on Friday. But in the meantime, let's do one more. And lost my pedal. Let's do one more. Let's do... This one's nice and easy. It's just going up the ladder and back down. And this one we're just going to do on ma. Ma. Nice deep breath. Ma. Ma. One more. Very nice. Okay, I want to talk about a few things before we get going. And the first thing I want to say is thank you so much to everyone who's already submitted their recordings of Angels We've Heard on High. I got about 5 of them, maybe 6 of them in, and it was all perfect. Everything you guys did was absolutely correct, and it sounded beautiful. I can't wait to put them all together. And for those of you who haven't yet, don't worry about it. We still have time. What I would like to do is get a head count from maybe not, I don't know if everyone's on the call today, but I'd like to get a head count because I think some people didn't record because they didn't have headphones, and I know that some people didn't record because the link wasn't working. So we've got solutions for both of those things. The link is working now, and we can send out some headphones if anyone still needs those. So just be in touch with us and let us know, because I'd also like to begin getting our Joy to the World recordings this weekend or at the beginning of next week would be great. So if you haven't done Angels We Have Heard on High and you want to go ahead and just record both of the parts at once, Angels We Have Heard on High and Joy to the World, that's perfectly fine. You can send those in. And why don't, for our next recordings, I really liked that every video I got, you were wearing Christmassy colors. There were a lot of reds and greens, and I loved that. So maybe let's do that again for Joy to the World. So be wearing a Christmassy type sweater or jacket or whatever. And then one other thing I need to tell everyone that I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. Next week is Thanksgiving week. And so we're going to, instead of doing a live rehearsal, because everyone's schedules get a little bit crazy, we're going to just do 2 pre-recorded ones, 2 on-your-own rehearsals. So we won't have a live Zoom rehearsal this time next week. We're going to take the week off for Thanksgiving. But keep practicing and keep on singing, because I'm going to give you lots of resources to work on through the week. And then we'll start up the following week, which I believe would be the first week of December, if I'm not mistaken, or December's creeping up on us real fast. So just make sure you get those parts recorded. If you need something from us like headphones, just let us know. We'll make that happen for you. All right, so I'd like to just dive right in with a full run through, and then we'll do a part breakdown. Most of the videos that I got were soprano parts, and that's perfectly fine. If anyone wants to, I would challenge you guys, if anyone wants to try a different part, you can even submit 2 different parts. You can submit the soprano part and an alto part or a tenor part if you feel like trying one of the other ones. It doesn't hurt to try, but I can work with absolutely anything, so it doesn't really matter to me. But we'll do a little bit of a part breakdown just so you can hear them again. And so let's start with this first run through. We're just going to start from the top, sing it all the way through. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, nature sing, nature sing, nature sing. Heaven and Excellent. So, just as a reminder, that's exactly how your track that you'll sing along with will sound. It will have those 4 beats in between each verse, with that little interlude. So as soon as we finish one phrase or the end of one verse, you'll have 4 counts before you come in with your next one. So let's go ahead and do that soprano part. Let's just break it down part by part. Since most of you guys, I think, are singing the soprano part, let's spend a little bit of time with that. Let's run through it, and then I'll talk through a few things. I'm going to give you a few beats. 1, 2, ready, sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. 1, 2. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ all fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat the sounding joy. 2, 1, 2. No more let sin and sorrow grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow. For as the curse is found, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found. 2. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Excellent. All right, that's the easy part, that's the melody, but it is up there for my sopranos. It's a high part. While I was singing it, I was thinking, I'm not a soprano. I am a mezzo-soprano, which falls right in between soprano and alto. And those are some high notes. So make sure, it would be a good idea for you to warm up with some of the warm-ups I'm going to give you on your own rehearsal before you do your recording. That would be a great idea. Okay, just a couple of notes. We talked about this last rehearsal, but a couple of notes just as a reminder. This is a good one to plan out your breaths, where you're going to take your breaths. There's not a lot of time to get a good breath, and these phrases are very extended. So make sure you're taking enough breath so that you don't get caught at the end of a phrase without any breath. And then the other thing is, where you can follow as I'm conducting, I'm kind of leading you to swell and to die off a little bit. Those dynamics are really important. So we start forte, we start nice and strong up at the top. Every time you're at the very tip top of that phrase, that note there, you're going to be forte. And then we kind of decrescendo as we come down. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. And then we can crescendo back into, let earth receive her King. And then you can kind of feel these waves starting, and that's what we talked about last week. I want it to feel kind of like just different waves of this heaven and nature sing, and then we have the echo. So just be aware of those things while you're singing, and this will be true for every single part. So I'm actually going to move us on now to our alto part. I'd love for my sopranos to go ahead and try this alto part as well, just in case we want to send in 2, or you want to send in 2 different parts, or if you want to try something different, this would be a good one to test out. So that alto part, I'm going to start a perfect third below it. Let's start from the top. We're going to run right through it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. 1, 2, 3. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ curse is found, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found. 1, 2. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Excellent. As we were running through that, I'm recognizing that, especially in that last verse, those vowels give us a chance to get nice and wide, like wonders. Instead of wonders, we can open that up. Wonders of his love. And same thing with that. You can see, hopefully you can see, I can open my jaw all the way on that love. There's no tension. Love. So be careful of those vowel shapes. And then one other thing, I'd love for you guys to not drop off any of your end consonants. For example, repeat. We want to hear that T at the end of repeat. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. That was a bit excessive, but you understand. We want those to be present. All right, let's run that alto part one more time, just because I'd love for us to spend a little bit of attention on it. And I'd love for some people to try it. So let's try that alto part straight through one more time. We're going to start. Here's your first pitch. Joy. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, go. Oops, sorry. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. 1, 2. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat the sounding joy. 1, 2. No more let sin and sorrow grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found. 1, 2. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. All right. We're going to move on to our tenor part now, which won't even be that out of reach, even for my sopranos. So again, I encourage everyone to try every part. For most of my sopranos, that alto part will be the most, the second most comfortable for you. But this tenor part is surprisingly easy, so let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. 1, 2. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy. 1, 2. No more let sin and sorrow grow, no thorns infest the ground. He comes to make
his blessings flow. Far as the curse is found, far as the curse is found. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Excellent. We're not going to spend too much time on that part because I don't know that many people are singing it. But arguably the most important part that I'm afraid we might only have one or two singing this part is this bass part. And so I'll spend a little bit of time if you're watching later too. This bass part is super, super important. Without it, we don't get that second echo. It's the timing of this one is super crucial to our choir. So let's run this bass part. Everyone try it if you want to. Like I said, I think I'll only have one or two people actually on this part, but it's really important. So we're gonna run it. 1, 2, ready, go.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. 1, 2. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. 1, 2. No more let sin and sorrow grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow. For as the curse is found, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found. 1, 2. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
All right. I love that part because it also provides a sense of rhythm for us. It's very, a lot of times we're sustaining the same note, but dividing up our words is really, really important. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. That's kind of because it's almost percussive down there on that bass part. So if anyone wants to try it, you can do it as I did it in the recording and sing it the octave up. Men would be singing an octave or 2 octaves down from where I was singing it. But that is certainly, I can't wait to hear that represented in the choir. So I hope some people feel brave enough to try it. And we are going to do one more full run through. We're going to do one more full run through, sorry about that. And from the top, and then we'll talk about a few things, and then we'll probably end a little bit early today so that I'm going to use this time to record a couple of fun songs and get our On Your Own rehearsals started so that you guys can have that maybe even a little bit early since the sound was a little funny today. But one more full run through. I know that our voices are probably getting a little tired, but let's do one more full run through. Pick whichever part you feel comfortable with. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, sing.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, nature sing, nature sing, nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. 1, 2. Joy to the earth, the nations prove the glories of his righteousness and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Excellent. All right, how are you guys feeling? Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling good with Joy to the World. All right, good. Excellent. Does anybody have any questions on their part or on the song as a whole? Does anybody have any questions on Joy to the World? Nope. All right. Then what I would like is for anybody who feels confident with their part to go ahead and do another video, just like we did Angels We've Heard on High. If you could have it this weekend or next weekend, just anytime in the next week or two, that would be awesome. And as I said, exactly, if you send in a video already, you gets the thumbs up from me. It was perfect. All the videos I saw were exactly what I wanted, and I can't wait for you guys to see what it looks like all together, because it's pretty cool. We finally get to hear each other singing and hear our voices blending together, and it's just great. So my second follow-up question is, does anybody have any requests? If I record a few songs for us to just sing for fun, and I put those in our On Your Own rehearsal, does anybody have any requests as far as what songs you guys would like to hear or sing with? Well, if you think of anything later, feel free to send an email or to send a message. And then the last thing I need to just remind you of is to let us know if you need a set of headphones, or if you're having any difficulty uploading your video, just let us know, and we will take care of you. So I'm going to end rehearsal a little bit early today and then give you a bit more on your Friday rehearsal. But otherwise, you'll be getting the individual tracks for Joy to the World, just like I did Angels We've Heard on High. So you'll have every single track that you can practice with as far as the soprano, alto, tenor, and bass parts. And then I'll also give you 2 guide tracks, one with just piano and one with the voices. Some people prefer one or the other, but it doesn't matter which one you sing with, because we won't hear it. So if nobody has any questions, I think I'm going to end things for us right now, and then get you guys your On Your Own rehearsal on Friday. Any questions at the last minute? All right, guys, I'm going to end things here. If you think of something later, feel free to send us a message. But thank you for being at rehearsal today. We won't have rehearsal next week, a live rehearsal. We'll just have 2 recorded rehearsals. So I'll see you guys not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. All right? Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Rest your voices.